All right, we are live. At least I think so. It's been a while, man. So much has been going on. I tell you, it's crazy. Yo, I don't know what I did to YouTube, but YouTube has YouTube hasn't been getting along with me. So I took a little bit of a pause, and now we're back. I try to continue to cover the AMC saga, and I just kept on getting strikes and whatnot. But hey, my channel is small, so we ain't making that big of a noise, so ain't really much to complain about, right? Anyway, I decided to hop back on the stream and basically talk about what's going on with AMC, FTX, basically everything that's going on with the culture right now. Let me move this window out the way. Let me just see if I am indeed live real quick. Because it's been a while. Every time I try to go live, YouTube was shutting it down, not having me. So let's see if we are live. All right, we are live. Here we go. So put my Cash App up here if you feeling generous this holiday season. If not, just continue to spend your money wisely. You know what I'm saying? But where should I begin, man? Let's talk about AMC because that's what we're here for. Where my conviction lies, and have anything changed with my conviction. And I'm just gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. I said this from the beginning. I am still in AMC. This is not an endorsement for you to go all in and, put yourself in a vulnerable position where you have to margin call yourself, right? But I'm in a comfortable position. I have been increasing my positions with APE and AMC incrementally. As some of you or whoever may listen, let me just tell you what was going on. So, as inflation goes up, the dollar doesn't go as far, right? So, I made a decision to drive Uber so that I can, have some extra liquidity that I don't need so I can throw it in the market. We're going through one of the biggest bear markets in recent memory. So, with all the assets at a discount, I just decided like, yo, man, let me start purchasing. If I'm making 100 here, 100 there. Let me see, somebody text me. Okay. 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 All right. Just got a message from a client, so we don't have to rush this stream. That's cool. Anyway, so as I'm trying to buy all these assets at a discount, I'm like, yo, I need to cash up. So in addition to me personal training, I decided to start driving Uber. And Uber is really good for quick cash, right? And you can make your own schedule. One thing I wouldn't recommend with Uber is to do it full time. Like, I would do it as like a secondary income or an income that you don't really need, but you want some money to spend on the holiday season or to go shopping for these assets. Uber is a tool, and with any tool, you have the ability to build something really great or destroy something. And I'm choosing to use the funds that I get from Uber to build my portfolio. Let me lower this track real quick. And I need to give a shout out to the introvert rock star who sort of put that idea in my mind. He was driving Uber at the time, and he was like, "Yo, man, go drive Uber. You'll make some really good money." And I'm sitting here, I'm like, and then I'm reflecting on, I'm reflecting on Kevin Samuel's teachings, and he's saying like, "Yo, if you're not where you are in life, and you're not working 60-hour plus a week, like you have nothing to complain about." So before I had any complaints, I'm like, yo, I have a few hours. I have like, I believe 20 hours like floating, like 20 hours I would use to do my creative stuff that I'm not getting paid for. I'm shifting and putting that 20 hours into something that I am getting paid for. So I would be driving Uber like three nights a week, 4 nights a week, especially weekends, Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights when it's pretty busy. The Super Bowl is going to be here in Phoenix, so I'm working that weekend. I'm looking to get that stop playing. I'm looking to get that bag this Super Bowl, yo. I'm driving everybody everywhere. Because everybody's going to be here. The city's going to be booming. The economy is going to be booming. So I'm going to, do that Uber run, build my portfolio up to the point where it starts paying me, and I could just sit back and focus on the things that I truly care about. But in regards to AMC, I did not foresee it taking this long. I did not foresee all of this, like with Ape, the addition, and now Adam Aaron is speaking of a 10-to-1 reverse split. With this news or this announcement, I already seen the divide, right? I saw a bunch of people who already blaming Adam Aaron for this squeeze not happening, like want to string him to a post. And then I see other people with level-headed, cool, calm, collected, seasoned apes, AMC investors, just like, yo, hold up. Let's dissect this. Let's take some time. Let's dissect this. So I am giving him that time, and I'm just going to allow this to unfold. I'm not going to jump to any conclusions because, again, as I said, I parked my position. I know my strategy, my plan, if this was to kick off what I'm going to do. So now is literally just going out, making some money, and buying these assets at a discount. That's my strategy. The assets that I'm buying are going to, in turn, pay me, the longer I hold them. So I'm going to stick to that script and continue to add to my position next year, because it might be another year of this stuff. Take note into what's happening with FTX, how the government, the SEC, is handling this, right? Handling crypto. Now, the downside to this, I don't really see it as a downside. I just see it as like a learning moment, right? The government, SEC, try to centralize crypto. And crypto doesn't work that way. Crypto is a decentralized currency. So you're going to try to take something that is decentralized and try to add regulation to it so that it is now centralized. It really doesn't work that way. So you're already seeing what happened. And then now you're going to see a lot of crypto exchanges who are going to, I'm assuming, and you know what they say, assuming. So I'm going to say, I'm thinking that the government is going to strongly try to intervene with all the other crypto exchanges and try to centralize them, like Binance and all these other exchanges, right? And who knows, man, but I know for sure that trying to centralize a decentralized currency is a bad idea. And shout out to Caroline. I think that's her name. Let me see if that's really her name. She about to flip on Sam Bankman-Fried. Oh, man. She about to flip on Sam Bankman-Fried. it is insane the times that we living in, yo. She gonna cooperate with the government. She gonna cooperate with the government and all that, right? So much to. I can't wait for. Well, I can wait because I really want to do the documentary on that. Like, I would love to do the documentary on, yo, and we gotta hold all the other media companies accountable. You know, YouTube is really fast and quick to blame the smaller creators, right? Like the smaller creators have such a short leash, like me. I can't say the wrong thing. I can't do the wrong thing. I can't show the wrong thing. But they give the bigger creators such a longer lever, right? And then what happens? They get a wider net, a wider audience that they can bring to the slaughter, right? A lot of FTX members come from these YouTube communities or these finance communities. They bought into the exchange. The celebrities were paid off and all of that. And then now, this is what happens. It's wild. But in regards to AMC, I'm still holding on strong. And it's just me. I'm not telling anyone to buy, hold, or sell. This is just a long game that I'm a part of, right? This is something that I'm going to be telling war stories about, like, in the future. Like, yo, man, when the 2020 turned around, 2021, everybody, everything, man. The documentary is going to be epic. But the documentary, the season or the documentary won't be published until this saga is concluded. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, either AMC goes bankrupt or we Moass, right? We hit levels not seen in Wall Street history, right? So that's the play. There's no in between. In between, you get this sort of broadcast, right? I get to update you guys on what it is that I'm doing and my mindset when the news roll out, Adam Aaron rolling out, the FUD articles, et cetera, I get to actually talk about it on this channel and on this broadcast. There's a few live streams happening right now. And a lot of people are talking about this reverse split. Again, cool your horses. Sit with the news. That's one thing that people need to do, right? They need to sit with the news for a little bit. Let it marinate. Understand what is being communicated to you. Because I see a lot of semantics. There's like, he's doing this. He's working with this. Assuming. Right? All speculative. Nothing actual fact. Nothing that's actually factual. They're saying just leading with the emotion. Just sit back. Understand. Cool, calm. You have your hand on the trigger. Like, calm down. Right? You only lose if you sell at a deficit. Right? They're like there was this meme I saw the other day. It said, retail investors, they buy high, they sell low, and then they blame the government. They blame the SEC. Like, don't prove that meme correct, right? You bought wherever you bought, right? And you hold on as long as you need to hold on to see whatever profits that you want. Just don't jump off the ledge, because right now we're living through a bear market. There was a lot of people that got a lot of money off of this bull run, and now they want to collect their winnings, right? Like the casino, like imagine, stock market is like a casino, right? And there's a lot of like high rollers that got all the perks, right? They got the hotel suite, they got dinner accommodations, they got all of that stuff to play and play and play, right? Now, we always know the house always wins. So what happens? There's going to be a point in time when you're up and you have to collect your winnings, or the house is going to take your money. So what you're seeing is that's exactly what's happening. People are starting to realize, like, yo, the longer I stay in this game, the more money the house is going to be taking away from my profits. So what they're going to do is pull all their money out of the market, and you're going to see it's going to be bleeding red. And now the strategy is to average down, right? Or wait for it to bottom out and then start buying. That's why I am working this extra job driving Uber, so that I can have a nice cash cushion to go and play the game again, right? So you see the bull run, like, oh my God, whatever I throw, whatever dice I'm throwing, I'm hitting my numbers, right? Whatever card I'm flipping is hitting, it's hitting. Everybody was winning. Even people who didn't understand the stock market, they're just like, oh, what stock do I buy? Oh, this one? And it goes up 100%. And they just stay. They're like, oh, take my money, roll it in, keep going, keep going. But you gotta continue to win, take the money out of the market, buy some physical assets like real estate or businesses, and then take that profit, wait for the market to bottom out again, and then go shopping again, buy some more assets, run it up again. All right. Like, when I realized that, I'm like, oh, I ain't gotta worry. Like, time is on your side, right? But when you're like down 70% in AMC, or you're down like 90% or 80% in other stocks, you're like, what's going on? Just hold your positions, because you only lose when you sell. Hold your positions, and then cash up somewhere else, find another job, a second job, do whatever it is that you need to do, and go back in, go play some more and learn the game, man. That's all I'm saying. Semantics will just get you in trouble. You see what's going on with this Tory Lanez trial. Oh man, I got so many takes on this Tory Lanez trial, man. Like, first of all, I was already like on that Tory Lanez train. I was like, yo, this doesn't add up based on what has been being said from the jump. There was a lot of contradictory messages. And yo, Tory Lanez is lucky he had a gag order on him, because Megan Thee Stallion, like, she was out running her mouth to anyone that would listen. And Tory Lanez couldn't say nothing, couldn't defend himself, couldn't say nothing. And Megan Thee Stallion was lying over here, lying over there, lying to the prosecutors, unprovoked. Like, how you gonna lie unprovoked and then get caught? And what happens? We already seeing how it's being played out. And we're just going to be, I think the defense is closing arguments right now, and we're just waiting to hear the verdict. And I'm predicting that it's going to be not guilty on all three counts. You can see it from, like, I served on multiple juries, right? Like 3 juries, like trial juries, right? And I remember the instructions given, like, about reasonable doubt. And when I'm looking at this case and just hearing from the likes of DJ Academics, No Jumper, Nancy Dillon, Megan McGriff, something like that, or Lawyers for Workers, what I was hearing was a lot of reasonable doubt. And I'm like, all this, I'm like, how confident, yo, who's that? What's up? Sub hash the boss. What's going on, man? Thank you for coming up on the stream. Yeah, we're talking about AMC, basically everything, right? A lot has been going on. I'm seeing a lot of crazy news and stuff. I'm seeing a lot of angry apes on Twitter, and I'm just sitting back, just level-headed, trying to bring the peace back, trying to bring the peace back to community, man. Because crybabies on Reddit, crybabies on Twitter, it's like, yo, man, calm down, and then you'll be all right. Yeah, but anyway, going back to and shout out for the like too. And going back into the Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez trial, so much reasonable doubt, and how confident the California district attorney was. Like, yo, we had we have him doing this, we have this, and none of their witnesses say that Tory Lanez shot her. Like, no witness, not even one. And everything that they presented is circumstantial. Like, for one, they need to be disbarred for prosecutorial misconduct, right? They need to be disbarred because, like, yo, you guys are like, they wasn't even seeking the truth anymore. What they were seeking is just, let me lynch this man at all costs. Like, it doesn't matter what the facts of the case are. We want a conviction, so we'll do and say whatever it is. Who else we got? I subscribed to your channel many days ago, brother. Thanks, man. Could you tell me why you subscribed? Because I kind of need to know, like, just so that I'm doing my part as a channel, listening to the audience. So can you tell me why you subscribed to me? Was it for my AMC content? Was it for my personal training? Was it for my my perspective on entrepreneurship, personal development? Let me know what was the reason for you subscribing, because this channel is literally a living document of the life and times of me. You know, everything that makes me whole: family, friends, business, entrepreneurship, personal development, coaching. That's everything. That's why it's the Caesar life. It's everything that just makes me whole. So let me know why you subscribed. I would love to know. Let's see here. Yeah, so much going on, man. And I kind of want to highlight all these things because, again, YouTube was playing some funny games with me. They shut down my channel for a little bit. Some strikes about some things that I said that I don't know. Like, I don't know if somebody struck me down or something. Because I did put up a spicy video. And I'm like, let me see if I could just push it a little bit. And that spicy video, of course, is one of my highest viewed videos, right? When I put up that spicy video, they were like, yo, you got a little too much dip on your chip there, partner. And I was like, all right, I'ma chill. So I chilled a little bit. Okay. I've been in this AMC GME movement since January 2021. I may have subbed on your channel for something. May not be AMC. Overall, like your style of videos. Just can't remember the first time I watched your stream. Okay. All right. Fair enough, man. Like, appreciate that. Yeah. Like, this is, again, the life and times of Cesar Jean, right? Just a kid from Brooklyn trying to build wealth for me and my family. Like, that's as plain and simple. So everything that I do is for the purpose of building wealth for me and my family so that we can build our kingdom here and prosper, right? I want my kids to be great. live beautiful lives. I have lived many lives in this short amount of lifetime. I've been super broke and poor to now middle class. And now I need to tell you guys, I need to keep it 100. Middle class is a trap, okay? Now, I'm not sitting up here on my high horse and saying that middle class is a trap because I am rich and like, yo, don't be middle class. I'm sitting here telling you middle class is a trap, having lived in middle class circumstances for the past 3 years. I'm here to say that middle class is a trap because it is. You get comfortable, right? You get comfortable living paycheck to paycheck, paying your bills on time, paying your mortgage on time, and then you're no different than a brokey in the hood. You just have a bigger house and more responsibility, right? Now, true wealth is where you are in charge of your time. You're no longer trading your time for money. Like right now, the jobs that I have, I trade my time for money. When I'm personal training, I'm trading my time for money. When I'm coaching online, trading my time for money. When I'm driving Uber, trading my time for money, right? Wealth is when you don't have to do it. Like your assets are basically trading the assets time for money. So the longer you hold on to the assets, the more money it accumulates and pays you, right? So that is true wealth. And when you just sit back and you build a nice nest egg of assets, like the golden rule of the wealthy, don't touch the principal, right? When you don't have to touch the principal and just the interest of those assets are just paying for your kids' college, is paying for your luxury cars, your luxury travel, and all that fun stuff, that is wealthy. A lot of people want to play the semantics game. Like, you could be happy. You don't have to have money to be happy. That's BS. I call BS on that. All right. I see how the wealthy live. I have a few wealthy clients, and I wouldn't mind trading positions with them with their problems. All right. Like, they live a really great life. And I'm like, yo, I want to get to the point where I can hire my own personal trainer and like send my kids to the elite schools and pay for their colleges and tuitions and whatnot. Like, at the end of the day, you need money to do all of those things, and money comes from you exchanging service for that money, right? I mentioned on my channel a few videos ago, the true definition of greed is the desire to have without the willingness to do. If you want to have something that you've never had before, you got to be willing to do something that you've never done before. Never drove Uber before, so I'm driving Uber. Like, there's so many different things. I wasn't flipping. I wasn't doing like the garage flipping. I was doing that, just trying to get whatever money I can so that I can throw into market and like coast through this bear market, pick up as much underpriced assets as I possibly can, and get to that bag. So next year, I may not have hit my $1 million mark this year, but next year I'm going to be aiming for that as well. Like, how could I get $1 million? How can I run it up to $1 million? How could I take a $500 paycheck from Uber that I don't really need, and instead of me buying Jordans or buying the latest camera gear or the latest software that is useless, how can I throw this money into the market and get like a 30%, 50% return on $500, or even in some cases 80%, 100% return, and do it over and over again? 5 days to do it. How can I take this $500 and turn it from $500 on Monday to like $2,000 by Friday? How could I do that over and over again? Right? That's the game I'm playing. Hope you guys are playing that same game, because one, wealth is like a conversation, right? You see a lot of media companies controlling the narrative. Like media is everything. That's one of the reasons why this channel exists. Like media is medium, like communication. You have the hedge funds who use mainstream media as their tongue. And what they do is control the narrative. They do everything in the background, right? And hey, have anybody worked retail, like in a retail store? I used to work at Pep Boys. I used to work at Pep Boys, and the back of the store was just like a freaking war zone, right? The back of the store was a war zone, like a safety hazard. I'm not trying to shit on I'm not trying to shit on let me see. I'll drop off for my work meeting. We'll check back in later. Yep. Yo, do your thing, man. I'm just venting right now, so do your thing and we'll chop it up. Appreciate you tuning in for a little bit. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, the back of the store was the craziest, right? It's like a war zone, safety hazard, like, but the front of the store is just clean, right? For every item front and face, right? And that's exactly what the hedge funds are. Like in the back of the store, like pushing the economy to its limits. But then they use the media, the front of the store, to keep it clean. Like, no, there's no fire. There's no liquidity issue. There's no inflation. Like all of that is just, is just propaganda. But, us independent media companies like myself, right, we keep it 100 because our skin is actually in the game. The mainstream media, they already bought and paid for by the hedge funds and the elites, They got the biggest reach and they have the ability to program everyone, right? Or program a majority of people who tune in to just, listen to their word vomits. And they sit there and they tell you like, yo, don't worry about nothing. Everything is cool. We good. No liquidity issue. What was the funny thing that they said? Inflation is transitory. Yo, they be making up words, man. Like mainstream media be making up words like that you never heard before in your life. Inflation is transitory. Like, and now they're trying to pass a $1.7 trillion bill. The president of Ukraine is coming to Congress to tell them like, yo, this 45 billion is not enough. I know you guys are going through inflation and all of that, but this 45 billion that you're about to send me ain't enough. Y'all gonna have to add a couple of more like zeros or another decibel or comma to this figure that you're sending me, because it ain't enough, because Russia got them things on them. And we're just sitting here like, yo, SEC, Gary Gensler, what are you guys doing? Give me my money. Like, and you would think that if they did give us our money, they could tax it, right? But now we're sitting in that long-term sort of tax deferment, or not the actual term, but we're like at that point where our profits won't be taxed the same because we are long-term holders, right? We've held on for more than 2 years. And they're playing a different game. When you're playing a game, right? You want to know who your opponents are and who is the referee, right? And you want to know who your opponents are. You want to know who the referee is. Now, the opponents is retail investors versus the hedge funds. The referees is supposed to be the SEC, right? Now we're sitting here, we're like, yo, hedge funds are traveling. We're calling out all their travelers like, yo, they're traveling, they're fouling, right? It's intentional travel, intentional thing. But anytime retail try to do the same thing. You seen what happened to Zach Morris? They just got him up out of here. He was moving a little cocky though, but you know, they just got him and his boys. As soon as retail started like, oh, we could travel? Oh, we could intentionally foul? Nope, you can't. They just got Kim Kardashian up out of here. Not all the way, because that fine was just, you know, just a drop in the, it's like pennies to what she was getting. But anytime retail try to play that same game, play the same way, SEC is like throwing the flag. Nope, you can't do that. Nope, you can't do that. And we're like, oh, you guys see all the things that we do, but you are blinded to what the hedge funds are doing. Anyways, we're going to sit here. We're going to let them, you know, because we already got them. All we got to do is just wait them out. You know what I'm saying? They're at the point where they could just spend all it. And then if I'm the mainstream media, like, hell yeah, run up that bag. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all won't be punished when it's proven that you guys were wrong. Y'all won't be punished when it's like, oh, that what was going on. I was just reading from the teleprompter. I was reading from what the newsroom was breaking. Like, you got to go up the chain. You saw the, I don't know if you guys seen the Murdochs on HBO, I believe. That was a great documentary. It sort of gives you a sneak peek on how these large conglomerates can just buy their competition and just change the narrative, win elections. Like, yo, if a media company can win an election, like, they could do whatever they want. They could print money. They could lie to your face. They could say, inflation is transitory. They could try to centralize, decentralized currency with their CBDC. They could do all of that, man. And we just gonna have to sit there and eat it. Billy Bob, I put this on one of my spicy videos when Billy Bob Thornton was like, he's like, there are two types of men in this world: those who run shit like me and those who eat shit like you. And it still sticks from like the first time I saw that movie. I'm like, yo, that's true, man. Now you have to ask yourself, which one are you? Are you the ones that's going to be eating the shit that the elites are running? Or are you going to be the one running the shit? And everybody has an opportunity to do so. You just got to be aware that you're playing with snakes and cheats, and you're going to have to maneuver accordingly. You know, there's no blueprint on how to play a rigged game. You know, you see the rules outlined to you, right? You try to play by the rules, and then you see the rig system. Like, you're gonna have to now. I can't be the one to tell you. You're gonna have to navigate yourself. Anyway, let's see. AMC was running today, so let's see. Speaking about AMC, let's see what the charts are saying. Okay, so we're down 13.11% today. We're currently trading at $4.60. Dang. And let's see what Ape is doing. Ape stock price. Ooh, okay. Dang. Okay, Ape is up 75.18%, trading at $1.20 USD. So today, I'm going to be driving the Uber today, looking to make anywhere between about $100 to $150 tonight. And then what I'm going to do is take the earnings and throw it all at Ape. You know what I'm saying? And just trade that for a little bit and just continue to build my positions in different stocks. I'm not going to be the one to, because I encourage everyone listening, viewing, to do their own research. because we seeing all the bag holders on Cosm. We're seeing the bag holders of GTII. We're seeing all these different other stocks, right? And I'm not saying that they're not going to be running. There's a lot of people who didn't have all the facts. They just took whatever YouTubers were saying, like, yo, get in this, I'm about to get in this, promising them everything, like AMC. Everything that they said that their stocks that they're running into was going to do, like they were saying that with AMC. They're like, yo, this is the mother of all short squeezes. This is over short. They're about to put this stock on the blockchain. It's about to run. Transparency, this and that. And when it doesn't happen, they just go back to the default. Oh, excuse after excuse. Not saying that it's not going to happen. I'm just pointing out the similarities. So with that being said, I have a client at 1. I'm going to have me some lunch before that. I just wanted to come on, document my thoughts, and express my opinions on the current situations and landscape of what's currently going on. So I definitely want to end with this. Cash up. Okay. There was a quote from that somebody left on Twitter, and it resonated with me. I actually bookmarked it. They were saying, don't let, like if you are currently unemployed, right? If you're currently unemployed, and this is for my brothers too. If you are currently unemployed and you have no income coming in, whatever job is hiring, you take that, right? Don't think no job is beneath you. The only thing that's beneath you is being unemployed. You should be ashamed of being unemployed. So go get a job, even if it's a part-time job. Work on your side hustle. We live in one of the best periods of time where you could be your own boss 100 times over. You could like literally run a gig corporation, right? Uber, Toro. If you have a few cars in your garage that you bought from the PPP loans, put that on Toro, rent them out, get them on the track, get those cars, because they're losing money sitting in your garage. You might as well put them on the track to work for you, right? Get people. There's some people who because Uber gives you the ability to rent your car out so that somebody can drive Uber for you. So if you have a car in the park in the garage and an extra car, like put it to work for you. Do Uber. Like if you are more in the creative space, find a way to market your graphic designs, your video editing, right? Your content creation skills, and find a way to make money from that. But find a way. Every day that you're unemployed should be a day of reflecting, how can I get this money? When you ask yourself that, what's going to happen is you're going to immediately get the answer. When I was asking like, yo, how can I get faster money that I don't need? And what happened was introvert rockstar was like, yo, I drive Uber. And that thought didn't even occur to me until I asked myself that question. And then what happened was I got the answer. And lo and behold, I registered my car for Uber and started making some really good money. The times that I don't, instead of me sitting home watching the late, I didn't catch no sports this season. I don't know how the Nets are doing. I don't know how the Giants are doing. I don't know how the Mets are doing. I didn't look at no sports. I only catch what the Bleacher Report posts, like if there's anything of significance. The only reason I knew that Kyrie Irving was suspended was because of what I saw from the Bleacher Report and from Barstool and all those other publications. I didn't even know, right? So I was just grinding. And that's what you should be doing too. Like you can still be aware of what's going on in your world and still go out and work. So don't sit home and think like, oh man, I don't want this job. This job's beneath me. Let me not. Like, nah, man, go out there and get it and stay engaged in your community. Stay engaged on these social media platforms. There's people out there that are showing you the game on how they're getting to the money, to the bag. And it's on you that you choose to ignore it, right? There's opportunities every day. There's somebody's getting to the bag every day. And if you're on the hunt for it, if you're looking for it, you're going to find it. It might not be fast. That's another thing. Like, you see what fast money gets you. Look at Sam Bankman-Fried right now. Billions of dollars that he accumulated in a short period of time, like less than 2 years, and all gone in one day, just like that. Me, I'm more slow and steady. Nipsey Hussle route. All money in, and the marathon continues. All right. So I'm going to leave this stream here. Right. It's good to be back. Good to sort of riff and just let my stream of consciousness just out. Let it out. Don't forget to drink water, get money, mind your business. Till the next one, family. Peace out.